This is Rainbow Harmony here to help you find balance and peace to live a more colorful life. And this is a pick a card reading for the last few months of 2018. And afterwards, I'm going to do free live readings for you guys. John is actually here as well. He's going to be pulling some cards for this as well, and he'll be answering some of your questions too. Before I get started, I do want to make an exciting announcement. If you guys haven't already noticed, my prices for my personal readings are back to what they used to be. I raised my prices this summer because I had so many readings, and now that I've been making my way through them, I'm able to go back down to my regular prices. And what I've decided is I'm actually going to keep my prices down at this price, which is $44 for a basic reading, $70 for an in-depth reading. So check out my website, promisedharmony.com/services, if you're interested in receiving a personal reading from me. But there is a limited stock, since I'm making my prices lower, I only have a certain number of options available every month for these readings. As far as I know, there are a couple of each left, so there are some spots left. Just wanted to let you guys know, and thank you once again for your support. So let's go ahead and get started. What's up, you guys? I'm just gonna say hi really quick, and if you're not joining me in the live stream, you can fast forward a couple minutes and the pick a card reading will start. For the pick a card reading we're doing today, we just want to see what basically is going to be happening over the last couple of months of 2018 for you. So hey guys, hi Miranda, hi Surrounded by Stars, hi Jessica Figueroa, hi Oscar, hi Alexa, hi Taylor Lara, hi Elaine, hi Tanisha, hi Celeste, hi Lee Swan, hi Good Times, hi Oculus, hi Tolu, hi Lipstick Noir, hi Shitty Tarot, hi Amber, what's up you guys? Hi Zaylee, hi Deck, hi Sasha, what's going on you guys? Hi Quirt ASDF, hi Giovanna, what's up Girl Outdated? So are you guys ready for this pick a card reading? Hi Carolina, how are you? Hi the Black Sheep 77. Okay, I'll stop. The Black Sheep said, oh my God, that's a lot of hi. Yeah. All right, we said hi to everybody. How about we get started now, okay? So go ahead. What we're going to do first, you guys, just to be clear, is that you're going to pick a feather, number 1, number 2, or 3, and I'm going to pull a card for you guys to see what is going to be happening in your life the last few months of 2018. After that, I will answer questions for free, and John is here to answer questions as well. So what I want all of you guys to do is pick or pick a feather. So you guys ready? You guys ready to tap in and receive your reading for what's going to be happening the rest of 2018? So choose a feather. Number 1, the crow feather. Okay. Number 1, the crow feather. Number 2, the parrot feather. Or number 3, the hawk feather. My feathers are getting a little bit mangled because I've been traveling with them. Some of my feathers didn't survive this journey. So number 1, the crow feather. Number 2, the parrot feather. Or number 3, the hawk feather. And if you end up coming into this in the middle of the reading, I will post this after. If I end up going too fast for you or something, this will upload after and you'll have the ability to watch it again later. So let's get started. Those of you guys who choose number 1, the crow feather, let's go ahead and get started. So what's going to be happening in your life the rest of 2018? I'm going to pull some cards and then John will do his reading. Okay, that's creepy. Okay, sorry, I'll tell you guys later. Okay, so for number 1, wow, okay. So what I really feel like is happening for those of you guys who chose number 1, the crow feather, is crows actually do symbolize like death and rebirth. And so I feel like there's kind of that metaphor going on here. Maybe it has to do with your finances or your stability or your living situation, because this is a card that's talking about people who have exhausted their resources or are having a difficult time paying rent, or just really want to manifest more abundance in their life, or you feel like you're trapped in a dead-end job. I mean, I remember living in America, and a minimum wage job will not get you an apartment and a car and pay your bills. I mean, if you're gonna get a minimum wage job, you're gonna have to have like 3 roommates and credit cards and probably be asking your parents or your friends for money. I mean, so maybe you're working like a minimum wage, or you've got the roommates, or you and your partner had an issue with an investment or something, or you're waiting for somebody to pay you back. It's just basically some kind of financial situation that's happening around you. Or maybe something didn't go through the way you thought. Maybe you interviewed for a job and you realized you didn't get it or something. So obviously this energy can feel a little bit negative, but there's a message coming out for you that the affirmation you need to tell yourself every day while you're going through this is, I am not my circumstances. So repeat after me, you guys. I am not my circumstances, because what I'm seeing is that there's signals and there's signs coming into your life through your repeated thoughts, through your repeated dreams, through your repeated ideas of some action to take to help improve this situation. And so the signals could also be coming through like angel numbers like 222 or 111 or 444, or maybe somebody comes in your life and has an opportunity for you, or someone tells you, hey, have you ever thought about trying this? Funny enough, I was thinking about starting a YouTube channel years ago. And I remember going on a hike with one of my friends. And in the middle of the hike, she just randomly turned to me and she's like, you know what? Like, you're pretty and you're really good at, talking, and I'm really enjoying this conversation. Have you ever thought about trying YouTube? And I was like, oh my gosh, you have no idea. I've been thinking about this for a while, but I just didn't know if I should. And wow, thank you for just saying that. Like, has anybody ever come in your life and just told you like, hey, like, you'd be good at this, or, wow, you're such a talented painter, or you're a good writer? I mean, maybe signs are people in your life that are kind of telling you things that you're good at or offering you opportunities. It could also be like spirit animals. Maybe you end up seeing a lot of crows. Maybe, even if it's a dog or a cat or a squirrel or something, you can always look up the spiritual meaning of animals online and see if there's any messages that resonate, or just tap into the spirit of the animal yourself. Maybe there's spirit animals coming to you. Maybe there's songs that are like coming on the radio or something. And you're saying, pay attention to the signs, because this will guide you forward. And I do see your financial situation improving. So over to John. John's actually pulling with his spirit animal deck. And what's it called? Oh, it's called the medicine cards. And you guys will not believe what card John just pulled for this feather. John, what card did you pull? He pulled the crow card. You guys, this is so freaky. I just saw him shuffle and pull these cards. This is the crow feather, and guess what? The card he pulled for you is the crow card. This is creeping me out. Okay, over to you, John. What message are you getting for number 1?
Okay, so for a crow, in the medicine card, it talks a lot about the crows being kind of like understanding these higher laws of like the universe, I guess. Not just like human culture laws of like, you do this and you're a bad person, you do this and you're a good person. It's talking about like these really, really high kind of laws of like, really just, I think the message here for you is from now until, towards the end of the year, this is a time for you to really recognize what is really going on underneath everything. What are the most basic things that you can really hang on to? What are the most universal kind of things that give you peace, that kind of keep you going? And the crow also suggests too that you have a certain insight into like your surroundings, and with the understanding of this universal law, that you also have the responsibility to kind of call things as they are and as you see them. Obviously, there's a responsibility that comes with that, but it's saying that there's something for you to actually speak up about, things that you feel are off, things that you feel don't quite line up with what people are saying. This is also a message to walk the talk. So if you're feeling like there's been kind of an out of alignment with that aspect of yourself, now is the time to start walking the talk. This talks about using your personal integrity, your own sense of self, to actually guide you through these situations, to guide you through decisions, and to guide you through your connections with other people, so that you can help really just to get through any kind of a difficult situation, but to also guide you through times when you're feeling like you don't really know where to go next.
Wonderful. So, and pay attention, you're probably going to start seeing crows everywhere. I mean, they are kind of everywhere. I mean, I've been in America, I've been in London, I've been in France, I've been in Egypt, I've been in India. There are crows everywhere, but maybe you'll start noticing them, or they'll start like flying closer to you or something.
Yeah, and they talk a lot about, in the crow medicine, it talks a lot about shape shifting and the ability to be in more places, more than one place at the time. So I would say it's also talking about possibly if you're into astral projection, those kinds of things. So it's definitely talking about kind of bending these basic rules that we all take for granted, and because your understanding of them goes beyond like the basic human kind of laws. That this is a universal law.
Yeah, it's really interesting. I feel like another message with the crow has to do with manifestation. And so it's like signs that your manifestations are coming. And a lot of you guys it probably has to do with your finances. So things are going to be looking up for you last couple months of 2018, those of you guys who picked the crow feather. So for anybody who has recently joined, we're doing a pick a card reading on what the last couple months of 2018 hold for you. And I'm going to upload this after so that you guys can, participate if you, for some reason, you're a little bit late to this reading. And after we finish the pick a card, we will be going live and answering, well, we're already live, but we'll be answering your readings, your questions live. So number 2, those of you guys who chose the parrot feather, let's go ahead and see what is going to be happening for you the last couple months of 2018. So I'm actually going to pull a clarifier real quick. Oh my God, sorry. I'm pulling more cards for you guys. What is this about? Wow. Okay, I think I got a good feeling of what this is about now. So first of all, the parrot feather does have to do with communication. It's like a message to you to like really watch the way that you're speaking to yourself and your entire internal dialogue and the way that you're talking about yourself. I always tell people the only universe you'll ever know is in your mind. And the universe only ever says yes to you. So if you say, I can't do it, like my situation is screwed, like I don't have enough, like I feel like time has passed me by, or it's too late for me, or I'm not privileged like that person is, or I come from this place, or I'm poor or something, then the universe is going to be like, yep, and it's going to send you more evidence of that in your life. But if you're like, you know what, I'm not my circumstances, like I'm going to kick ass the last couple months of 2018. I do have the privilege of the universe. I'm worthy. Doesn't matter where I come from. Doesn't matter my past. I can make changes. I'm going to get out there and manifest some opportunities. I am a millionaire. I am worthy. I'm abundant. The universe is going to be like, yes, and it's going to send you more evidence of that. And so I'm not saying only think positive, because that's impossible. Our ego brain, our reptilian brain is going to continue to make us want to worry and predict and try to control outcomes, and the fear will come. That's just part of human life and part of survival. But it's about taking control and choosing how you want to think and choosing how you want to feel, and realizing when you're ruminating on the negative, and learning that you do have a choice, that you can choose a higher perspective and see things in a more peaceful, positive light whenever you choose, okay? So this isn't about abandoning yourself. If something bad happens, I mean, take a second and grieve that and process that and heal from that. But then when you're ready, redirect yourself back to your inner peace and continue to take steps forward and continue to visualize what you want and continue to have a clear vision of what it is you want to manifest. And so this card is talking about that. It's saying maybe it's time for you to make like a vision board or like a mood board or something. And if you haven't already, check out my reading called Rainbow Harmony, How to Make a Vision Board tutorial. Just type that in on YouTube, it'll come up. I repost it every once in a while so you guys can see it if you've been looking out for it. And it's a way for you to be able to get all of your thoughts and feelings and dreams in one place so that you can create a clear intent of what you want. Many times the reason it's hard to move forward and manifest something is because you just don't know what you want. And so you kind of just are sending out mixed signals to the universe, and so it's hard to manifest things. So the last couple months of 2018 is a great time to figure out what you want. It's never too late to start manifesting something or to start working towards your dreams or a bigger goal or vision. You're saying the last couple months, there isn't going to be a lot of struggle. You have a decision to make, and that decision is, you've been very focused on the injustice in your life. Perhaps someone has hurt you or something unfortunate happened. You're struggling in an area of your life, but they're saying you can choose to focus on the struggle, or you can choose to just face your fears and keep going anyways. You know what, you guys? I think I've mentioned this before on the channel. I have really intense PTSD and depression and anxiety. My depression and anxiety are actually getting a lot better now that I'm like moving towards my dreams and goals, and I've made a lot of changes, and I've cut out the people, places, and situations and things that don't serve me. That's helped a lot, but I still have horrible nightmares every night. I still wake up exhausted. It takes me some time to get in my routine. And I'm sure some of you guys out there have some injustices like that. Like sometimes life just hits you hard, and maybe you have a health condition, or maybe you're taking care of a family member or whatever. And so they're saying, despite whether this is calling you back or kind of slowing you down, you still have the ability to face your fears and to move forward and generate abundance for yourself and to create a beautiful life. Just take it step by step, make it manageable for you. For me, instead of just accomplishing all these different things at once, I just made my goal one thing a day. And it took me years to really establish myself and get certain careers going, but I did it little by little. And, I still got some issues going on, but there's no reason you shouldn't be able to move forward in your life. They're saying you're frustrated because you have these really high expectations of where you think you're supposed to be by now, and it's like you're not there yet, but you're overlooking how much you've already accomplished and how amazing you've done and how you prevail no matter what life sends your way. So the last few months of 2018 are going to be like a celebration for you. A lot of that struggle is going to be lifted from your life. You're going to feel more confident to face your fears. Some of the injustices around you aren't really going to be as big of a deal, and you're going to have a clearer vision of what you want, and you're going to get in the flow, okay? So John, what did you pull for the parrot feather?
I get the links, and I feel like, especially after kind of hearing what you were talking about, the links, I think, is signaling that there's some kind of obviously it talks a lot about secrets. So it's saying there's some kind of secrets kind of floating out there that are important to you, and that there's definitely a need to kind of show respect for secrets in the form of keeping silent. That there's a tradition. In the book, it also talks about how there's traditions like Choctaw traditions. There's traditions like Gypsy traditions, where when you are treated by a medicine woman, or you're asked for basically exchange of some kind of energy through trade for somebody who's offering you secrets, that it be done through by showing respect. In the Choctaw, they would offer a blanket for a medicine woman. For Gypsy, it's usually being paid for, receiving readings and stuff like that. But it's generally, I think it's saying there needs to be respect here for secrets. I don't know that it's necessarily suggesting that you have gone around kind of blabbing, secrets around or anything, but it is suggesting that you really kind of respect this mystery, kind of powerfully keeping silent, even though you might know something that you feel should be expressed to other people, but instead kind of holding it onto yourself.
It's kind of like, when, sorry, interrupting him. It's kind of like when you're pregnant and like the first couple of months, you don't really want to tell anybody because you want to kind of keep it a secret and like give that baby some time to grow and be nurtured. And you might tell a close family member, but you're not going to announce it for a couple of months till you kind of make it through that first trimester. And it's kind of like that, like whatever your new project or your vision is, you want to keep it a secret, you want to protect it, you don't want to go around telling everybody about it, you want to just keep it to yourself and like start slowly working on it and let your progress speak for itself.
Yeah, and I guess this actually lines up a little bit more with what you were talking about here. There's this, I think some of the secrets that it's talking about have to do with some connections that you have with maybe some people. It does talk about a brotherhood or a sisterhood that maybe you've lost connection with because of some kind of lost memory or falling out or something here. So I do feel like it is suggesting that these secrets should be sought out, because I think by the end of the year, you'll be able to have some people around you that you'll really relate to, you'll really connect with, and they'll really empower you, and you'll be able to help them as well.
Maybe it's a message too about like some kind of truth being revealed by the end of 2018, some kind of truth. But anyways, you guys, hope that resonates with you. And we're going to get to the last one, and then we will be taking your questions. So thank you for waiting patiently. For any of you guys who have just joined, we're doing a pick a card reading, and we're on the last number, and then we'll take questions live. And if you just popped in, I'm going to be uploading this so that you can watch it after if you didn't get to participate in the pick a card. So are you guys ready? Number 3, those of you guys who chose the hawk feather, let's go ahead and get your message. So the last couple months of 2018 for you have to do with love. And so maybe this is like the rekindling of a relationship or a romance, or somebody new comes in your life, or if you have a partner, maybe you guys are just gonna have like this really amazing blissful time, a really good experience, maybe a vacation or travel or spending more time together, just your love life really ascending. And this is a message that you're at a really great place. Like the last couple months, it's like you've left difficult times behind, you're getting strength. This is a card that I get for people who are really just supposed to be resting and nurturing themselves and enjoying and celebrating their journey. And this card does have an omen that like perhaps a couple months after this, you are gonna have to take action. There's some kind of big action you're gonna have to take. But sometimes in the journey, it's just important to be in the moment and to enjoy. Sometimes we have those times where we're like hustling and grinding and getting shit done. And then sometimes, we need to make space for ourselves to enjoy and to celebrate. So it's this huge potential that perhaps maybe, a big love is coming in your life, or you're going to be fulfilled in love, or it's like a soulmate union or a twin flame union. And your questions will be answered when it comes to love. Love is coming in life. Or just a beautiful rekindling with your partner. And so, John, what message did you get for number 3?
I pulled the porcupine. So porcupine really talks about how the process in like kind of growing up, where we are all trying to find answers, about ourselves, and we take on like the guidance from people around us, that we can actually collect these thoughts about ourselves that we're, very serious people, that everything that's going on in our lives must be very serious and very mature, and that we don't have time to kind of forget about those adult mature things and just relax and have fun. The story in the book talks about how this porcupine is kind of playing around with this wooden log in the forest, and he's approached by a bear, and the porcupine is like, hey, like, do you want to like play around on this log that I found? Like, you can do this and you can do that with it, and like you can do this. And the bear's like, what, are you kidding me? I don't have time to like play around with you little porcupine. But he like thinks about it, and then he realizes, you know what, that's because I took everything so seriously. I think the message of this card is definitely to kind of consider how your thoughts about yourself as like this, this adult person with all these adult, goals and plans and things, that when you don't make time for your nature, which I feel is, naturally playful, naturally, not worry about sorts of things, that when you make time for that aspect of yourself, the aspect that wants to be playful and wants to forget about all those things, that it's going to cause like this suffering, that it's going to become a distraction, that that all that serious thought actually keeps you from actually having a good rest and good like mental like flexibility. That it's kind of like the story of that guy who discovered like how to, I don't know what it is, how like volume and how to calculate like the volume of stuff. He was so stressed out about it that he couldn't figure anything out, and then his wife told him that she was going to draw him a bath. And while he was sitting relaxing in the bath chilling out, he realized that the bath water level moved up when he got in the bath, and it moved down when he got out. And then that's where he got his idea of how to calculate it. But it didn't happen until he got out of his lab, until he got away from all the serious calculations and everything. He just got to just being and just relaxing, that he started actually having that creative flow, and that like all the ideas started coming to him, that he just was really present with what was going on. And that's what this is about. I feel like till the end of 2018, this is a period where even though you might have serious goals and plans that you need to make happen, that you carve out. And sometimes you literally do have to carve it out of other things that you feel are important. But literally having fun is so important that you really do need to prioritize and carve out, even if it's 5 or 10 minutes, just a little bit every day of times where you can put all of that serious adult mature stuff off to the side, get out of your head, get out of all the worldly stuff, all of your socialization, and forget about all that stuff and just be yourself and be you, and just really explore and have fun with what it's like to be in your body, interacting with this kind of material world and seeing what happens.
Wonderful. That's so the message I got for you guys. Maybe just the end of 2018, just kind of forget about your plans and everything. I mean, obviously handle your responsibilities, but just have fun. Make that your goal the last couple months. Just forget about trying to do something or whatever you're supposed to do, and just enjoy your life. And I bet by the end of 2018, there's going to be so many opportunities coming your way because your vibration will be so high because you've taken the time to slow down and really enjoy your life and celebrate love. So yay, I hope you guys enjoyed the pick a card reading, and I am going to be taking questions now. Real quick though, I just wanted to tell you guys, this is my new crystal, show and tell. And I don't know if you guys have ever tried crystal gazing before, but it's really interesting. I was actually crystal gazing and asking, where should I go next? Because I'm traveling. I was looking into the crystal and I saw Italy. I don't know if you can see it right here, but you can kind of see the boot right here and then Sicily over here. And so, I don't know, I was just like, oh my gosh, and it's crazy. So many things are aligning for me and John to go to Italy. So in a couple weeks, we're going to Italy. If any of you guys are from there, we'd love to meet up with you. We're gonna be there for a couple months, actually. I'm so excited, never been there before, so Anyways, also this crystal is lit. I also want to let you guys know that right now we are currently a block away from the pyramids of Giza in Egypt and from the Sphinx. So if our readings seem a little extra on point today, that is why. We've been so lit. I've been getting so many readings done. My dreams have been very vivid and interesting. There is some crazy lit energy over here at the pyramids, and I'm gonna try to go live at the pyramids actually in a couple days. So go ahead and ask a question. Unfortunately, I can't answer everybody's questions, but I'm going to try to tap in and answer questions that I know a lot of people have. Even if I'm answering a question from another person, if it happens to resonate with you, then take the message as well. I have a feeling that the questions I choose today are going to be answering other people's questions as well. So if a message feels like it's for you, even though I'm reading for someone else, chances are it's meant for you too. So let's see. Miss Stacy, is new love on the way? Let's go ahead and see. An advice from the universe. So Miss Stacy, is new love on the way in your life? Let's just see what these cards have to say for you about new love. Oh my God, what the F? This is so, I'm telling you, my readings at the pyramids have been so lit. First of all, today, John pulls the crow card for the crow feather, and you're asking about new love. And I shuffle, and I pull the new love card. So Stacy, there's only one new love card in this deck. I'm gonna say the answer is yes, that new love is coming into your life. This literally just happened. I just shuffled this whole deck. You guys saw me. That was for real. Pulled the new love card. Advice from the universe, Stacy. Let's just pull some cards real quick. Reaching over here. They're telling you to have strength to keep making freedom a goal in your life, to know that you're worthy of freedom and you can create this. And also freedom is a state of mind. Sometimes before you can actually physically and literally free yourself from a situation, you have to mentally and spiritually and emotionally find your freedom. And so, create more freedom by spending more time in nature. That will definitely help lift your spirits and help you feel more free. I mean, I feel so free in nature, so I think that's a message for you. So I hope that resonates. I'm still shook that I just pulled this new love card for you. I have a feeling we're going to see a lot more synchronicities. That is an example of a synchronicity. So Amber, should I stay or should I go? This is a good one. I think I've done a pick a card reading on this if you want to check it out. But this is what I normally like to do when people ask me that question. I don't like to make that decision for you. I will tell you what the cards are leaning towards, but what we're going to do is we're going to look at what will the path look like if you stay and what will the path look like if you go. Okay? So, what? Well, if I stay, I will be trouble. John says that makes him, think of a song. Okay, so should you stay? Let me just my cards in order. Pulling cards is a process sometimes. Doesn't always happen so fast.
That video, I mean.
Should you stay? This is a really important question, so I really wish I could do an entire reading for you on this, but I'm going to try to get you some clarity. There it is. Stay. Go. Okay. I almost feel like this deck doesn't want to talk to her as much as this one does. Thank you for being patient. I'm still pulling cards for should I stay or should I go? Should you stay? Should you go? Okay. So the cards I'm getting for should you stay. First of all, this is the yes card, okay? It is saying that there is a strong energy around you staying with this person, okay? And I am seeing you guys have really gotten to know each other, and there's still an opportunity for you guys to get to know each other on an even deeper level as you continue to reveal your secrets and your innermost selves to each other, and there's a chance to deepen the bond. I do see the relationship coming to more of a balance if you stay, but you're just feeling insecure about it. You know, if you stay, I think there's going to be a part of you that always wonders, you know, should I stay, should I go? And I think this is something that happens naturally in relationships. Honestly, like a couple months ago when I first went on this journey, I was like really wondering the same thing about my relationship with John. I think I even talked about it on the channel a little bit. Some of you guys were like, wait, what? You guys are still together? Sometimes you just go through a phase where you really question, you know, the relationship, and I think that's really healthy.
As long as you're communicating about it.
Yeah. John says as long as you're communicating with the other person about it. So yeah, that might be a message to communicate that you're feeling this way with your significant other, and tell them, you know, I've really been questioning this lately. And yeah, that can be a hurtful message to receive, but sometimes you have to talk about it, and it can make the relationship better.
But I think it comes down to making sure that it's seen as an opportunity to address whatever it is that you feel is bringing up that issue for you.
Yeah, maybe you know, it's possible that there's compromises that can happen that can kind of help you feel like the other person's committed or meeting your needs in the relationship. Of course, if this person is abusing you in any way, then you should leave. I'm just going to say that, but I haven't received any cards that are saying they are, and so I won't assume that. But if, you know, if there's any abuse, then you obviously should leave and trust yourself. But I think this might just be coming from a place of security. Maybe you're getting just kind of bored because you feel like you've just, you know, you've gotten to know everything about them. That doesn't happen, you know. In some relationships, they call that the 7-year itch, where you get to know someone so well, you just kind of get bored in a routine in the relationship. And so you got to figure out stuff to spice things up, you know. I've been with John almost 10 years. We've been learning this. Now, here's the should I go pile. And what I'm seeing is that if you go, you might regret your decision, okay? And there will be a lot of change, and you'll probably meet some new friends that will help you through this breakup. There will be a time of depression. You will go through the grieving process, but you will be able to lift yourself out of that. You might feel like your dreams and your moving forward in your life might be kind of put on hold as you're going through the grieving process and the process of loss. But death and loss always lead to transformation and rebirth, so it would be a beautiful cycle. But I do see it kind of slowing some things down in your life, and you might, you know, feel a little bit bored and lonely. You know, I feel like there will be a lot of healing that will come out of it for you, and that will be very beneficial to you, and you'll have the chance to start something new. You're going to have to be really patient for the process. And I feel like if you go, you might lose the opportunity of being able to get this person back, because I feel like this is the kind of person, if you break up with them, you don't really give second chances like that. Or maybe you guys have already tried to break up, and I just kind of feel this energy like they won't be real with you. They're going to shut you off and be kind of wearing a mask, and you be the connection with that person. And if you break up with them, like I said, it's kind of like a final thing for them and for you. This card's sticking out to me. I feel like the reason you're thinking about leaving is because you feel like there's not enough attraction or chemistry to keep the relationship going. So if that really is true, you know, don't suffer through that, you know, in silence. You know, be honest, and maybe you guys can work it. To be honest, I feel like this relationship is salvageable. The cards seem to point a little bit more towards staying with this person, but you need to trust yourself. If this sounds a lot better of a path for you to leave them, trust it. And what do you have to say, John? I'm really interested.
I was just going to say about this one, I was just going to say about unrequited love. What you were saying made me, it like popped right into my head as soon as you said it. It's the idea that, like, you're talking about, like, not enough chemistry to keep the thing going. But what popped in my head was these two questions. I was just talking about it earlier today when I was recording a video. it's the questions. Have I lost interest in what it is I'm trying to get, or have I ran out of ideas? If you can figure out which one of those are, and you really do have to kind of dig deep, it's not a very surface level kind of question to ask. This is a little deeper than your average kind of question. Have I lost interest in what's going on with this person, or have I run out of ideas for how to make this work? And sometimes it just takes letting go of maybe expectations that you might have for what they're supposed to be doing for you, in order to really let go and really let it actually kind of naturally gravitate towards like its own state. Because each relationship between two people is so unique. It really needs to be left alone to develop it, to just for it to breathe and to not be so restricted by outsiders, family or friends doing all of that. So I feel like this is more about knowing whether or not you want to give up because you've lost interest, or you want to give up because you ran out of ideas of how to make it work.
And I have a feeling like you guys will be reconciling. Whatever this bump in the road is, it almost seems like you guys are gonna figure this out together. I have a feeling you guys will be staying together. I can't guarantee this is your person and you'll be together forever, but I do have a sense that the soul contract between you guys isn't up yet. So trust your heart. These are the messages we're getting. And now John is actually going to be answering some questions. So go through, John, and pick out whatever's standing out to you. There's a lot of questions. And let's try to go a little faster because I want to answer more questions. Try to keep it to just a few minutes per reading.
I've got one here.
Okay.
Where did it go? Oculus O Luna. How can I talk to my spirit guide again?
That's a good question.
Yeah, it is a good question. All right.
This is a perfect question for John.
Okay, how can I talk to my spirit guide again?
Anyone who's out there who wants to connect with the spirit guide, then definitely listen to this. This is a message for you too. We only have 20 minutes before live kicks us off.
I know.
We can go live again. Keep going if you want.
I'm not even uploading.
Alright.
Okay.
Well, then quit.
Okay. Yeah. Okay, so I feel like there's this idea that like the ant, first of all, I feel like talks about how you can kind of get swept up into thinking what kind of a difference you might be able to make. What's your purpose here? Like, how can one person make a difference? And I feel like these conceptions about like your role and like your purpose here may be kind of blocking you from really reconnecting with kind of like the inner voice. And I feel like a lot of times our spirit guides tend to come through our inner voice, tend to really try to speak through that because it's really only when we quiet down and we turn all the other stuff, all the volume on all the other stuff down, that we're able to hear some of those messages from our spirit guides. The dolphin, I think, is talking about breath work. So I really suggest maybe trying a practical tip would be working with your breath. That could be yoga, but it could also be just straight meditation breaths, which I guess is actually technically still part of yoga. Just depends on the yoga, again, class or whatever. And then antelope. I think this is saying there's something that you already know that you should be doing. I don't know what it is, but it's telling me there's something that you already know that you should be doing, and for some reason you've delayed or you've procrastinated. And the antelope's message is, if you already know what you should be doing and you feel like the cost is too great, that's the problem. It's keeping you from taking action. Whatever it is, if you know that it's necessary in order to get what you want done, then just do it. Just take action. Don't delay anymore. Don't procrastinate. The antelope is basically saying, if you already know what you got to do, why are you waiting any longer? So I guess all together, yeah, kind of recognize that you do have a part in everything, but you kind of have to keep your at this moment, and as far as getting messages from your spirit guides, is more about maybe kind of keeping your, I guess, so to speak, keeping your head down and really getting into your spiritual work. Not trying to get caught up in like, oh, how I should be like on an outside perspective, like what your personality is or who you are as a character. Just focus on your spiritual purpose and on your work here, and that'll help. I think that's it for that. Is it you?
Yeah.
You gonna go? Okay.
All right. So I'm gonna answer some questions now. Let's do this. All right. What's up, you guys? All right. So, scrolling through your questions. Justine Carmen. Hi, Promise and John. I'm interested in this guy, but I'm not sure if he feels the same. I'm seeing him tonight, and I'm wondering if I should tell him. But let's look into his feelings and the energy around that, and then we'll look at the path. What will it look like if you tell him, and what will it look like if you just kind of wait and don't say anything, okay? So first of all, how does he feel about you? Well, if you're seeing him tonight and he's pursuing you and he's making an effort, chances are he does feel something. I'm liking these cards so far. Okay, so he is attracted to you. First of all, I'm seeing somebody from your past that you were really connected with and you had a really strong attraction to, but just fell through and they never came back and they never pursued you and you were waiting for them for a while. And I feel like that energy from that old connection is kind of surrounding you a little bit right now. Like you still need to cut cords with that person, because I think that's leading to like your anxiety about whether or not this guy likes you. Because to be honest, this guy is very attracted to you. I mean, yes, very attracted to you. And then the first cards that came out said you deserve love and it's safe for you to love. You know, open your heart to receive this energy. Be in a receptive energy. There's this message that you guys are soulmates. You guys have a really strong connection. And this says express your love. Go ahead and make the romantic gesture. So I'm not going to pull any more cards for you. I'm going to tell you to go for it. Keep it subtle and keep it simple. Just be flirty and maybe not like just keep it simple and keep it flirty, you know? John, what would you suggest to say to a guy if you were going to try to tell them that you liked them? Like, if I was going on a date with you and we were kind of hitting it off and like I wanted to tell you that I was into you, like how would you like that to come out? Like what would be the most like chill, comfortable way?
I don't know, just think about how they make you feel.
Yeah.
Usually if you just express it in the most basic terms,
Keep it simple. What should I not do? What would freak you out? What would be weird?
Well, I think getting into...
Come over here. John's coming back, sorry. We need a guy for this.
I think getting into your concept or like your I guess is kind of, I guess I don't want to say this without sounding rude, but kind of like keep your opinions about your relationship with this person to yourself and just express how it is that they make you feel. Like they're fun to be around. They're really witty. You really enjoy the ideas they have when you go out and you have a lot of fun together and you want to do more of that kind of thing. You want to keep it simple in terms of like experience. Like you really enjoy your experience when you're hanging out with this person. You don't want to get into like, I think you could be the one and like that kind of stuff.
You're my twin flame.
Yeah.
All right, so hope that helps from a guy. Just keep it simple. But yeah, look, the cards are telling you to go for it. So I hope that resonates with you. Hi, Sun Mushy. I think it's really nice you're answering people's questions too. I've been loving your tarot channel, by the way. So let's go on to answer some more questions. So Stephanie Vargas. Just gonna pull a message, whatever spirit has for you, Stephanie Vargas. Okay, so first of all, there's a really, really good message coming through. It's the Three of Wands. And the Three of Wands is talking about an opportunity that you have. It says you're going to be aware that a new opportunity is coming into your life. And it may not come in a form that you expect, so just be very open. They're saying be open-minded, be alert, be willing to cooperate, and you're going to get your wish. You may even meet a soulmate. And so they're saying, follow your inner child, adopt a viewpoint that allows you to see as a child, look for people that are fun, look for collaboration, be open to soulmates. This is really about being receptive. And I do have a feeling it has to do with love, because the Nine of Wands here is actually saying you will be fulfilled in love. And so they're saying action is achieved. Your wish is going to be granted. And once again, this card has a message that it may come to you in an unexpected way, perhaps even after a small delay. This is the anxiety card. And you've seen this couple here, it's almost like anxiety around love. I mean, who doesn't have anxiety when it comes to love and like connecting with people? It can be a little nerve-wracking sometimes. And then next to the Three of Swords, it's kind of an intense card. It's talking about sorrow. So this is a card talking about true love coming to you, an opportunity for love, an opportunity for a connection with a soulmate after a time of sorrow. So you've realized that there was some kind of incompatibility in a relationship that you were in. Perhaps someone really destroyed your trust. There were some deeply hurt feelings and some bitter thoughts. There was a lot of pain and sorrow and despair. And you just kind of had to let go of your expectations, and maybe that's led you to have a little bit of anxiety in this area of your life, but they're saying just keep going because there is an opportunity for new love. Maybe you have to let go of something before you can receive the new love. So just be open, and that is your message, Stephanie. I hope that that resonates with you. So let's go ahead and answer a couple more questions. So Okay, so birthday reading for me, 23rd of September, long distance sayer. So, ooh, happy birthday, that's exciting, birthday month. Let's just get a quick review. I apologize if I can't pronounce your name right. I'm an American, we can't pronounce shit. So, long distance sayer. It's been really funny traveling the world and trying to learn all these different languages. Okay, so Longjason, they're saying it's really time to empower yourself in your career. Sometimes in our career we feel like we have to go to school, or we have to, follow a certain path, or that we need to wait for permission or other people's approval in order to take a certain path. But did you know that you can simply just empower yourself to do something? You guys know about it. I've talked about how I took this path to become a fashion stylist, and that's actually what I'm doing right now. I'm a creative director, I'm a fashion stylist. I've worked in LA, I've worked in New York, I've worked in Paris. And so this is a message that you can empower yourself. And I never went to school for that. I worked for 10 years as a freelancer and working for free and developing my portfolio and building connections and networking and volunteering and working behind the scenes. And I worked my way into this industry without ever going to school for it. And so you can do that. Also, I trained myself how to be a makeup artist based off watching tutorials on YouTube, and I do get hired to do makeup sometimes for photo shoots and advertising campaigns and lookbooks. And so this is saying maybe you have something you want to do, but you just feel disempowered because you feel like I'm underprivileged, or I don't live in the right place, or I don't know how. But this is the information era. Go on the internet, Google it, get inspired by what other people are doing, and be open, because you can just get something going. And sometimes you don't even need training, especially if you're an artist. You just train yourself and practice your craft. So this is a career opportunity, and they're saying sometimes The message behind this card is sometimes you got to swim upstream in order to, unite with your mate. The salmon swim upstream in order to mate. It's like a journey. They're saying it's not about the journey, it's about the destination. Pick something that is fun for you and get started with that step by step. And this is actually about getting out of your cave and networking with people. And so I have a feeling that it's time to start reaching out and making connections. Oftentimes when you pray, when you wish, when you dream, when you fantasize, the universe sends the answer through another person or through a group of people. So don't shut yourself out from connections right now. Maybe you have been getting yourself in. They're saying don't be hard on yourself about the past. You were going through like a spiritual awakening and you needed time like in your cave. This is kind of a message almost like the caterpillar that goes into the cocoon to be the butterfly, or you were kind of hibernating for a while. But they're saying shake off the depression and the lethargy, and get out there in the world. And this is going to be really beautiful energy for you around your birthday. And you're going to be empowering yourself, and beautiful new opportunities and new connections with people are coming into your life. A lot of blessings coming in. So I hope that resonates with you. I have time for one more quick reading before my live chat shuts me out because I can only do one. And so August Wah, what's coming for me? August Wah, what is coming for you? Ooh, look it, abundance. So August, this is just a very simple message for you that abundance is coming in your life. So this might have to do with money and finances, but it could also mean like an abundance of time, an abundance of health, an abundance of support. I have a feeling it's finances though. So I hope that that resonates with you. All right, you guys, just wanted to let you know that my prices for a personal reading are as low as $44. And John has personal readings available starting at $22. So if you are interested, head over to my website, promiseharmony.com/services. You'll find the link in the comments or in the description of any of my videos. I just put up a twin flame pick a card reading. I have a ton of free readings up on my channel if you're looking for something free. And I just want to be able to support you guys and be here for you. And I look forward to speaking to you guys soon. Peace out.